End of the game going over to the Chelsea fans. Half of them have already left the stadium and they left probably 20 minutes ago. This game was done and dusted after the second goal went in the second half. He played 5 at the back in the first half. It was embarrassing. The amount of room that Brighton had just popped it through. In style, in build-up with possession, organisation out of possession. The team playing against a bunch of individuals who had no spirit, no character.
Right, some breaking news that has just dropped in the last few moments.
Difficult, I don't know, more or less, but it's difficult. But before to come, I didn't know the player. And now I can say they are good guys, very good players.
My feeling for you is, when I speak to you and hear you, is if you can keep Tottenham in this Premier League, I feel that you know this club can be right back to the top again.
I don't know how can finish this season for the future for sure, because if you play in the Premier League next season, I think we can become top.
If the worst was to happen, will you be here next season, whatever happens, whatever league?
But the problem is not the league. The problem is to keep the relationship with the board, as in the project. Not for sure the league.
For you, it's everyone on the same page. Everyone agrees.
Yes, everyone on the same page. Yes.
Tottenham Hotspur have reportedly made a dramatic decision to part ways with manager Roberto De Zerbi following a frustrating 2-2 draw against Brighton and Hove Albion. The result, which saw Spurs once again fail to secure a crucial victory, appears to have been the tipping point for the club's hierarchy. Tottenham Hotspur entered the match with high expectations and showed early promise, creating chances and taking control of key moments. However, their inability to maintain defensive stability proved costly. After taking the lead, Spurs once again struggled to manage the game, allowing Brighton to fight back and claim a well-earned draw. The outcome has highlighted a recurring issue for Tottenham this season, an inability to close out matches and maintain consistency. These ongoing struggles have increased pressure on the coaching staff, with fans growing increasingly frustrated by repeated setbacks. De Zerbi, who was appointed with hopes of introducing an exciting, attacking style of football, initially brought optimism to the club. However, inconsistent performances and defensive weaknesses gradually raised doubts about his long-term impact. With expectations remaining high, patience within the club began to fade. Reports suggest that Tottenham's board held urgent discussions shortly after the final whistle and decided that a managerial change was necessary to revive their campaign. With ambitions of securing a strong league finish and pushing for European qualification, the club is now looking for a fresh direction. The decision has divided opinion among supporters. While some believe De Zerbi should have been given more time to implement his ideas, others argue that the team's performances justified the move. Attention now turns to the future, as Tottenham begin their search for a new manager. The next appointment will be crucial, with the club needing someone capable of restoring confidence, tightening the defense, and delivering consistent results. As the season reaches a critical stage, Tottenham's bold move highlights the intense pressure at the highest level of football, where results often determine a manager's fate.